Hi guys, and good morning to Noshami bin Hurt, and we are from Group 1 from FLO 1. So I'm Sharvin Solingam, and then this is my group members.
My name is Lavin Kumar.
And my name is Shahmi Jahangir.
And we gonna talk about the case of Sam K. Ting's.
Okay, public prosecutor versus Sam K. Ting. With a bit of introduction, in the early morning of in the morning hour of February 18, 2017, tragedy struck in Johor Bahru when Sam K. Ting was on her way home. It was around 3:20 a.m. when she accidentally collided with a group of teenagers who were riding modified bicycle. The term bicycle lajak has been synonymous with this modified bicycle, which are altered for high-speed racing and engaged in risky maneuvers. The incident occurred in an area with a poor illumination and visibility. The terrible outcome has been made worse. The consequences of the collision were devastating. 8 teenagers were injured and tragically 8 lost their lives. A legal proceeding ensued and Sam getting faced trial for her involvement, despite being acquitted twice due to reasonable doubt. A second appeal resulted in her conviction. The court imposed a prison term and a fine as consequences. In response to Sam's conviction, a groundswell of public support emerged. An online petition advocating for her release gained significant traction, garnering an impressive 250,000 signatures. The widespread support expressed through the petition reflect the considerable public interest and concern surrounding the case. Okay, for the conflict of the case, the prosecution brought charge against Sam Keating under Section 41, Subsection 1 of the Road Traffic Act 1987, accusing her of driving dangerously. It is important to note that she was not under the influence of alcohol or using her phone while driving, and she was within within the speed limit. Additionally, the prosecution brought charge against Sam Keating under Section 41, on May 9, 2021, and again on October 10, 2021. She was acquitted as the prosecution failed to establish its case beyond a reasonable doubt. This, this acquittal indicates that the evidence presented in court did not sufficiently prove that Sam had driven dangerously, as required by the charges brought against her. Okay. In 2019, High Court Judge Shahnaz Sulaiman allowed the prosecution's appeal and remanded the case back to the magistrate court for Sam to enter her defense against reckless driving charge. In April 13th this year, High Court Judge Abu Bakar Khattar allowed the prosecution's appeal and convicted Sam of driving recklessly, sentenced her to 6 years in jail and fining her 6,000 ringgit. That's all from me. I'm passing it to next person.
In the High Court appeal, the prosecution made the second appeal, and then leading to the case being brought before the High Court. In the High Court Judge Abu Bakar granted the appeal and found Sam guilty for reckless driving. Sam was sentenced to a 6-year prison term and a fine of RM 6,000 by High Court. From that, the public was divided with the decision made, and some part of the public deems Sam to be innocent. Though about the second one, uh, about in the Court of Appeal decision. On 18th April 2022, Sam was allowed to appeal the convictions and jail sentences. About a petition that to free Sam gained 250K signatures, showing public interest in the case. After a few days that on 11th April 2023, the Court of Appeal set aside Sam's convictions, and that the three-member panel led by COA Judge Dato Hajaharia Shahid Ismail unanimously declared the charge defective and illegal. So, from that, duplicity in the charge was found without Article Section 163 of the Criminal Procedure Code (CPC), which requires a specific charge. So, I think I want to more info about this one. So, about the timeline of key events in Sam Ting's case, the bicycle ledger case. So in 2017, this case was start on 2017, and then in February 18, eight teenagers died in road accident in Johor Bahru. And March 28, 2017, Sam Things pleads not guilty to charge a reckless to dangerous riding on resulting in eight youths' deaths. So in August 29 and 2017 into August 21, its trial takes place with 46 prosecutions witness called. So this case into the 2019 also. So 2019, October 28, magistrate accused Sam rules project failed to show primer face case. So that's it from 2019, and that case to go to 2021. So in February 18, High Court rules prime facie case proved and orders Sam to enter defense before same magistrate. So in May 9, Sam gives unsworn statement from dock, and October 10, magistrate maintains Sam's acquittal to the reasonable doubt in prosecutor's case. So in the last year, about the 2022, April 13, High Court again allows prosecution's appeal. So that finds appeal in finds Sam guilty and then sentence her to 6 years jail plus RM 6,000 fine in 6 months additional jail if unpaid, and plus no driving license for 3 years after jail. And then the last part was Sam lock up as court disallowed stay. So in April 18, Court of Appeal grants stay of Sam's jail sentence and set RM 10K bail pending her appeal. Promise I pass it to Lavin.
Yeah, about this case of key points is the case of Sam Ting involves a tragic accident and legal proceedings. Next, the two acquittals were followed by a conviction leading to public interest and online petition. So the Court of Appeal ultimately set aside Sam's conviction due to a defective and illegal charges. This case was a quiet like, important of specific charges and need to prove a guilt beyond reasonable doubt also. So Sam Keating, in 20 years old, is finally freed a reckless driving charge linked to the death of 18 cyclists in Johor in 2017, right? So as Sherwin said, on 11 April 2023, three judges of panel anonymously said that charge against Sam was defective and thus allowed appeal. The wives reported that Justice Adaria Sheikh Ismail said there was confusion by the prosecution when the magistrate court. It was a like tricky case and like difficult for them. According to Malay Sam said she still haunted by the incident and apologized to the family of the victim. And then like about the key point in the case is the very short is the incident saw 18 killed and injured 8 others. She was charged with one count of reckless of dangerous driving resulting in the death. Upon conviction, she faced 6 years jail term and a fine of 6,000. Her driving license also would be revoked for 3 years upon her release. So next is conclusion. Conclusion about this case study is the case of sentencing serves as a reminder of complex and challenges in the legal system. In it underscore the significance of adherence to proper legal procedures and the burden of proof in criminal cases. While the legal journey was arduous, it ultimately led to the setting aside of same conviction, highlighting the most highlighting important main point is the burden of justice and fairness in the legal process. And however, tackling the issues of youth and children who engage in such as this case or petition need a more holistic and nonsense approach apart from a just legal punishment. There's a strong need to develop best practice, which include in education to encourage your road user safety awareness on the road to avoid this kind of cases. So an excellent example was in 2019 when Cleveland Police launched the UK's first scheme to tackle youngster and anti-social cycling. After many complaints from the public in Middlesbrough about endless riding at the speed in the road center and in build-up and areas, the police introduced fine and sent the youngster on a course to teach them to ride responsibility and carefully the caught riding antisocially or dangerously. And then this money then goes to local charity. Middlesbrough, the fine money, right? They will go like with charity Middlesbrough Environment City to benefit the neighborhood, and the cyclists can attend a 3-hour cycling professionally course and get a certificate. In the interest public of road safety is most important. We should rigorously regulate the unsafe use of modified bicycles, of the antisocial use of vehicles. Uh, Finally, you should be encouraged to take a leading role in this kind of cases. Hopefully, by addressing this problem, we can prevent cases similar to same cat thing from arising.
I think that's all. Thank you.